Koma's over here. Ding is here. Ding is barraging. He's got the Sigma shield on him. And he's getting a bunch of kills. Koma comes in to give him heals. Ding dies. Koma goes for the res, but doesn't realize that Birdring, the mad cunt, has just waddled around this central pillar and pengs him in the head. Absolutely blaps him in the eye. So, I think that seems pretty reasonable, honestly, from Koma, that he wouldn't expect Birdring to be deep in his backlines as a solo McCree. But fuck it, sometimes Birdring just hears the YOLO inside of his soul and decides to go for the big play. And in this scenario, I think this play ends up being enormous, actually. Because what it means is, not only does he kill Koma, he denies the res, which means that 2 of the Shanghai Dragons players are all the way back at spawn, instead of applying a lot of pressure aggressively. If you think about how this would have worked, if Birdring doesn't get this pick, then in the next fight, there's a Pharah and a Mercy raining down rockets, unable to be dislodged from this position. Instead, what's going to happen is the Shanghai Dragons are going to have to retreat and hold this kind of position and wait for their Pharah and Mercy over here. Oh, I've just fucking drawn stuff that you can't see on the screen. But like, over here, you know, like just coming back into the fight. It's going to force the whole of the Dragons to pull their front line back just because he got those picks. I think this ends up being incredibly instrumental in allowing London Spitfire a foothold in this match. Because you look at it, they're 70% on the board for the Dragons. It's going to be 80% before the next team fight happens. But look at how much this has changed the lines of battle. London Spitfire now have a really easy entry because Ding and Koma are miles away. What in the fuck is this? Bro, you've lost your shoe. Koma's changed his clothes while he was in spawn. He's now got the longest skirt ever seen on a Mercy. Well, that little graphical glitch aside, my point remains that that kill is actually enormous in the way that this match goes. You think back to Dorado, you know, Ding getting slept, falls on this side or this side of the roof, the Dragons lose. Birdring getting that pick pushes the lines of this random pick, this huge play that he goes for, pushes the lines of battle really far back. London have an opportunity to get in, push Youngjin away, and now have a chance of fighting on even footing with the Spitfire. Profit also goes over to Mei, which I think is a pretty good pick. The icicles, this might sound dumb, but the icicles are pretty good at applying pressure to Ding, as well as being good at fucking up Youngjin with the slow and isolating tanks. Like, Mei is still a pretty good hero in this meta, even against the Pharah. It's surprising how much pressure you can put as a Mei on a Pharah if you've got great aim, which almost all of the pros do, or on a sniper if you've got great aim. So okay, Jess just slams people down, don't really manage to find anything, but Birdring manages to pick off Ding. And Birdring's taken this position, and Ding is out here. So let's wind this back a little bit. Remember that Birdring killing Koma set up the positioning of Ding here. Like, the whole reason that Ding and Koma are here and here is because Birdring got this ridiculous pick over here where he's just playing like a madman. Otherwise, Ding would have been here and just annihilating them from above. So Ding takes some damage, I believe, from Birdring. Uses his jump jets. And even without the supercharger... Wait a second. Yeah, this is... Oh, okay. So this initial damage onto Ding, I didn't even realize. This initial damage onto Ding is from Prophet. This is from the Mei. So he's done a lot of damage to him already. Nearly hits that follow-up icicle to kill him. Ding gets onto the health pack because his movement's fantastic. But both Prophet and Birdring are now trying to fuck up Ding. And they just slam him from all sides. And end up killing him. And also, another thing to point out is, normally Coma would be with him, right? But Coma has to go and heal these people that were caught in the gravitic flux. You watch from Coma's point of view, and he feels obliged to leave Ding as soon as this gravitic flux comes out. Soon as the gravitic flux comes out, Coma flies over here to make sure that these guys don't die. To make sure that Youngjin doesn't die. Now he's miles away from Ding. And they strike. And they take him out. That, I think, is a lovely way of pulling apart the Fire and Mercy duo. Very opportunistic. Because at first glance, it seems like Gesture's ult does nothing. But actually, it does everything. Because it pulls Coma away so that Birdring and Prophet can kill Ding. And from there, the fight's won. Someone in chat that says, Lazy Vista says, I don't think Coma would have saved Ding. He got bursted down so fast. But let's remember what the scenario was. Ding was here, and originally, Coma was here. The DPS were here and here. Right? What happened in reality was Coma went over there, Ding got shot so many times he had to jump down to this health pack and then jump up. And he was just out in the middle of nowhere where they could burst him down really fast. But none of this would have happened if Coma was with him. If Coma hadn't been pulled over there, Coma would have kept healing him and they would have just played behind this pillar. But Ding couldn't keep playing behind the pillar because he didn't have heals. So he had to drop to the health pack and jump into no man's land to begin with. So, the very fact that Coma wasn't with him set Ding up to be in a poor position and allowed him to be bursted down. He never would have been anywhere near the health pack if Coma had been healing him. And so Birdring and Prophet wouldn't have been able to get that kind of damage on him.